Good evening, my friends. Tonight I am going to reveal to you the fastest way to destroy doubt that I have ever discovered. Not manage it, not reduce it, but completely kill it in 30 seconds or less. You see, most people spend years battling doubt. They fight it, they struggle against it, they try to overcome it through positive thinking and affirmations. But doubt keeps returning, again and again, like an unwelcome guest who refuses to leave. Tonight, you will learn why doubt persists. And more importantly, you will learn the single technique that murders doubt instantly before it can take root in your consciousness. Are you ready? Then let us begin. First, let me show you what doubt really is. Most people misunderstand doubt completely. They think doubt is a natural response to uncertainty. They think doubt is reasonable, logical, even protective. But this is not true. Doubt is not a response to lack of evidence. Doubt is a response to divided consciousness. Let me explain. When you doubt, what are you really doing? You are holding two opposing realities in your mind simultaneously. You are saying, I have my desire, while simultaneously saying, I do not have my desire. You are affirming fulfillment, while denying fulfillment. You are trying to live in two states at once, and consciousness cannot exist in two states simultaneously. Consciousness must choose. When you try to hold both having and not having, consciousness defaults to the state that feels more real to you. And for most people, the current physical circumstances feel more real than the imagined desire. This is why doubt feels so powerful. It is not actually powerful. It is simply the result of being double-minded, of trying to face two directions at once. Now let me show you the mistake that keeps doubt alive in most people's minds. When doubt appears, most people try to fight it. They try to argue with it. They try to convince themselves it is wrong. They pile affirmations on top of it. They search for evidence to disprove it. They exhaust themselves battling this invisible enemy. But here is what you must understand. Every time you fight doubt, you are giving it reality. Every time you argue with it, you are acknowledging its existence. Every time you try to overcome it, you are admitting it has power over you. You cannot kill doubt by fighting it. Fighting doubt is like fighting your shadow. The more you struggle against it, the more real it becomes. So what is the answer? How do you kill doubt in 30 seconds? The answer is so simple that most people miss it entirely. You do not kill doubt by fighting it. You kill doubt by refusing to recognize its existence. Here's the technique, and I want you to memorize it exactly. The moment doubt appears in your mind, the instant you feel that familiar questioning, that wavering, that but what if this doesn't work, you stop. You do not engage with it. You do not argue with it. You do not try to overcome it. Instead, you immediately return to the assumption of the wish fulfilled. Not after you deal with the doubt. Not after you convince yourself it is wrong. Immediately. Within 30 seconds of doubt appearing, you redirect your entire attention back to the feeling of your desire already accomplished. Let me show you exactly how this works in practice. You are assuming you are wealthy. Suddenly doubt appears. But I have no money in my bank account right now. How can this work? Most people stop here. They engage with the doubt. They try to answer its question. They search for logical explanations. And in doing so, they give the doubt 30 minutes. 30 hours, 30 days to poison their consciousness. But you who are learning this technique, do something different. The instant that doubt appears, within 5 seconds, you catch it. And you say to yourself, calmly and firmly, I am not interested in that conversation. And immediately within the next 25 seconds, you return to your assumption. You feel the reality of being wealthy. You remember what it feels like to have abundance. You occupy the state of the wish fulfilled. You do not argue with the doubt. You do not try to disprove it. You simply refuse to give it your attention, and you immediately redirect that attention to the state you choose to occupy. This is how you kill doubt in 30 seconds. Not by fighting it, but by starving it of the only thing that keeps it alive, your attention. Now let me tell you why the timing is so critical. Doubt is like a seed. When it first appears in your mind, it is small and weak. It has no root. It has no power. It is just a passing thought. But if you give it your attention, if you engage with it, argue with it, try to resolve it, that seed begins to take root. Within 30 seconds of continuous attention, doubt begins to feel real. Within a few minutes, it feels like a legitimate problem. Within an hour, it feels like truth. This is why you must catch doubt immediately. The moment it appears, you have a small window, approximately 30 seconds, where it is still weak, still rootless, still easy to dismiss. If you return to your assumption within this window, the doubt dies. It never gets the chance to take root. It never gets the chance to feel real. It simply withers and disappears, because you gave it no soil to grow in. But if you wait, if you let doubt sit in your consciousness for minutes or hours, it becomes much harder to remove. Not impossible, but harder. This is why speed matters. This is why you must kill doubt the moment it appears. Here is how you train yourself in this technique. For the next 7 days, I want you to become a doubt hunter. Your job is not to eliminate doubt from appearing. That is impossible and unnecessary. Your job is to catch it the moment it appears and redirect within 30 seconds. Keep a simple mental count. When doubt appears, notice it. Say to yourself, there is doubt. Do not judge it. Do not fear it. Simply observe it. Then immediately, and I mean within 5 seconds, dismiss it. You can use any phrase that works for you, not interested. That's not my reality. I live from the end. I am not entertaining that thought. Then within the remaining 25 seconds, return completely to your assumption. Feel the wish fulfilled. Occupy the state. Make it so real that there is no room for anything else. At first, this will require conscious effort. Doubt will appear frequently, and you will have to catch it again and again. But this is good. Every time you catch doubt and redirect within 30 seconds, you are training your consciousness. You are building a new habit. After a few days of this practice, something remarkable happens. Doubt begins to appear less frequently, and when it does appear, it dissolves almost instantly, because your consciousness has learned that doubt gets no attention, no engagement, no reality in your world. A woman came to me who had been trying to manifest a relationship for 2 years. She said she believed in the law. She practiced her techniques daily. But nothing had manifested, and she was losing hope. I asked her what happened when she practiced her technique. She said, I imagine myself in a loving relationship. I feel how wonderful it is. But then doubt comes, and I spend the rest of the day trying to convince myself it will work, trying to find proof, trying to overcome my doubts. I said, there is your problem. You are spending 2 minutes in the state of the wish fulfilled and 2 hours in the state of doubt. Of course, nothing manifests. You are giving 98% of your attention to the wrong state. I taught her this 30-second technique. I said, for 1 week, your only job is to catch doubt within 30 seconds and return to your assumption. Do not try to overcome doubt. Do not try to resolve it. Just notice it and redirect immediately. She practiced this faithfully, and within 3 days she noticed something astonishing. Her overall feeling about the desire completely changed. She stopped feeling anxious and desperate. She stopped questioning whether it would work. Not because she convinced herself, but because she stopped giving doubt the attention it needed to feel real. Within 2 weeks, she met someone who became exactly the partner she had imagined. But more importantly, she learned something that would serve her for the rest of her life. Doubt has no power except the power you give it through your attention. Let me tell you something profound. Doubt and faith are not opposites. They are the same thing pointed in different directions. Both doubt and faith are forms of assumption. When you doubt, you are assuming something negative will happen. When you have faith, you are assuming something positive will happen. Both are assumptions about the future. Both are creative. Both manifest. The question is not whether you will assume. You are always assuming something. The question is, which assumption will you give your attention to? When you practice the 30-second technique, you are not building faith by destroying doubt. You are simply choosing which assumption to feed with your attention. Doubt appears, redirect within 30 seconds to the wish fulfilled. Doubt appears again, redirect within 30 seconds. Again and again, every single time, without exception. This is not suppression. Suppression is pushing something down while still giving it energy. This is replacement. You are replacing one assumption with another so quickly that the unwanted assumption never gets the chance to take root. Now let me reveal to you what happens when you practice this technique consistently. After some time, it varies for each person, but usually within 2 to 4 weeks, something permanent shifts. Doubt stops appearing frequently, and when it does appear, it dissolves so quickly that you barely notice it. Your consciousness has been retrained. It has learned that the assumption of the wish fulfilled is the only reality you acknowledge. This is not about becoming delusional or ignoring reality. This is about understanding that there are infinite possible realities, and the one you give your sustained attention to is the one that becomes your experienced reality. When doubt appears and you immediately return to your assumption within 30 seconds, you are making a choice. You are saying, "This is the reality I choose to occupy. This is the assumption I choose to make real through my attention." And when you make this choice consistently, doubt loses its power completely. It becomes like background noise that you no longer hear. Your consciousness becomes so firmly established in the state of the wish fulfilled that nothing can shake it. So here is what I want you to do. Starting this very moment, choose one desire, just one, that you are working to manifest. It could be anything. Money, love, health, success, anything your heart desires. Now make a firm decision. For the next 7 days, you are going to practice the 30-second rule with absolute commitment. Every single time doubt appears regarding this desire, you will catch it within 5 seconds and redirect to your assumption within the remaining 25 seconds. No exceptions, no negotiations. No, but this doubt seems reasonable, or but I need to figure this out first. Every doubt, every time, immediate redirect within 30 seconds. This is your only job. Not to manifest your desire, not to figure out how it will happen, not to look for signs, just to catch doubt and redirect within 30 seconds. Do this faithfully for 7 days, and you will discover something extraordinary. Doubt will lose its grip on you. The assumption of your wish fulfilled will become natural, effortless, automatic. And when doubt no longer occupies your consciousness, when your entire attention is on the wish fulfilled, manifestation becomes inevitable. The bridge of incidents builds itself. The circumstances rearrange themselves. Your desire appears in your world, because it has become the only reality you acknowledge in your consciousness. Let me leave you with this final truth. Doubt is not your enemy. It is simply misplaced attention. When you learn to redirect that attention immediately, doubt dies. Not because you fought it, but because you stopped feeding it. Kill doubt by ignoring it. Starve it of your attention, and feed your assumption of the wish fulfilled with every ounce of consciousness you possess. 30 seconds, that is all it takes. Catch the doubt, dismiss it, and return to the wish fulfilled. It takes 30 seconds to kill doubt forever. From this moment forward, you have a new rule. Doubt gets 30 seconds or less. If it appears, it dies within 30 seconds through your immediate return to the state of the wish fulfilled. This is the technique. This is how you kill doubt instantly, how you become unmovable in your assumption. Practice this, and watch as doubt disappears from your consciousness. And when doubt disappears, manifestation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Thank you and good evening.